he's somebody that's usually in the 65, 70 penalty minute range. I mean, is that something that you ever addressed with him before the season, or happy to see the number come down?
We talked to the team about it before the season. Obviously, Brownie took note of it. It's not penalty minutes. It's interference and stick penalties. Not necessarily him, but if you can check if you wanted. I don't know what they were, but that's what you're looking at: is stick infractions and interference penalties.
Because he draws a ton of penalties too. It seems. I mean, do you put?
Couldn't tell you.
Couldn't tell you. Don't.
Playing the Blackhawks again after the conference final series, something they're looking forward to?
No, we only get to play them, even though they're in conference. Only get to think about it. The last time we played them was June 1st. Played them every other day for what, 12 days there.
When it was all over, did you have some time to reflect on that series? I mean, it was just a great series.
Yeah, it was. I said that after it was the best series that I coached in the playoffs, and I coached a lot of playoff series, but that was, I thought, the best one in terms of could have gone either way and going the whole distance and then going into the overtime part of it. So that was, but the reflection part was once you don't have time because you're moving right on, but you break it all down. And I've done that with Chicago over the summer and done it because there's still such a benchmark. Even though we're in different divisions, there's such a benchmark. You look at the division, we've talked to our team about it. You look at that division they're in and why the division is like it is now. It's because of Chicago, clearly. So reflecting on it is not as a team we beat them, it's how we played as individuals that you can learn from, because even though we won the series, we had a lot of guys that we had to really be careful how we used them and how they impacted the series. So if you look at it, some guys played a lot and some guys that you might not know didn't play very much at all.
How long has the circus trip existed for the Blackhawks?
Forever. The circus.
Yeah.
Or,
When you were playing there.
I was there when that's
Yeah.
the circus come to town. You didn't call it a circus trip, you just went on. Back then, your schedules, original 6 teams, have 2 long road trips. Other than that, they have their designated days at home. That's never changed. Remember, the league used to be Wednesday, Saturday, Sunday league. So if you look at who's got home dates still and who plays on the road, it's the original 6 still, if you look at it closely.
Back in the same city.
Well,
Winnipeg used to
Saturday
be
was
that.
all Saturday in Chicago was always a road game. Yeah. You'd play Sunday at home, so you'd always fly home Sunday morning, play Sunday. So that's how you got so you knew your 2 home games it was pretty consistent, and your 1 road game was consistent. So that's 2 to 1. So you got to catch up with 2 long road trips. That's how they do it. November, February, I believe the other one they always have. I remember getting snowed in Thanksgiving in Buffalo. Chicago.
Remember, the circus used to settle in at Madison Square Garden for like a month, and that building smelled. Oh boy, did that building smell.
I always liked that though when we played in New York and you'd walk up. I always liked that smell.
Did you really?
Yeah, it's like the barn.
Coming up
Even when I walk into MSG, that's the first I still think of that.
That's funny.